Imagine lying on your deathbed, thinking about the version that you could have been, but you're not that version because you had the choice to follow your rules of your trading plan, but you didn't even choose to not follow them, but you just didn't follow them, and that led to you not being the version that you could have been. Picture the payout that you could have gotten. Picture the prop firm that you would have passed by this time. Not because your strategy doesn't work, but because you, my friend, were not able to execute at the right time, at the right moment, with the right strategy. So this is why I'm going to be basically trading for you live. We'll be going over this step by step. I'll be showing you where I put my stop loss, my TP, my entry, everything. I'll be showing you how to hold yourself accountable. And as you can see on the right, we are also going to be doing this with a trading plan. Never trade without a trading plan. Otherwise, you're gambling. From this point on, we firstly want to understand where is the market currently going. For that, I like to go on to the daily time frame. We have already traded a significant amount of lower. We have gotten into the previous day low, not for the high. So there's also no reason trading higher basically. Now I want to go on to the 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, we're checking or about to check our very first step of our trading plan. On the 4-hour time frame, we are also bearish. We have unfortunately already taken out that low, because if not, then this would have been my point to trade lower. But I can also see that, okay, well, we have also traded into here. Okay, from this one on, I would already say that the bias is going to be bearish. We have taken out liquidity, trading into another area. This is going to be an FEG basically. Okay. This has been checked. Let's go into the 50-minute time frame and identify our range. It's going to be that high and that low. This is going to be your range low. And then the opposite is going to be the same pretty much. Range high. From this point on, you want to ask yourself, is it more likely to go higher or lower? I am going to say that it's more likely to trade lower and not higher, simply because we are already trading onto the downside, okay? We are also right now in this entire FEG, which is going to be on the 50-minute time frame. Let's mark it out. There you go. And yeah, from this point on, we pretty much just want to take a continuation onto the downside. 50-minute range has been identified. Now we drop down onto the 1-minute time frame, and we want to ask ourselves, are we going to get exactly what is stated in here? We need a liquidity rate on the 1-minute time frame. Well, that has pretty much already happened a lot of the different times. As if we're going to zoom out, all of these rates were 1-minute liquidity points. That's sort of the niche example when you're going to get into the chart after 8:30. That's basically you're almost like skipping this entire step, but that's only after you have gotten into the charts if it's after 8:30. If you're getting before or at 8:30 into the charts, then you need to pay attention to this one. Okay, so that's also checked basically. Now we need our movement candle. So right now we are trading higher. I just want to see a movement candle lower. Some candle like this one, this will be ideal, or like this one. So let me mark it out for you. A candle like this, if it's going to be this size in terms of the body and also the wick, then I'm going to be taking a trade onto the downside. What invalidates our setup is if the price action just continues trading onto the upside and takes out that high. From this point on, I'll pretty much just go back onto the 50-minute time frame and see, was I right, or is that pretty much just in a liquidity grab and now we go lower? And that's pretty much all it really takes, okay? Most of the times you're not trading, or let's just put it this way, when you're trading, you're not trading, but you're waiting for a setup to trade. And let's just see how many times I can say the word trading, because you're trading not entries, but you're trading time. Nah, you get my point. You're basically waiting out for a setup most of the times. You're not even really taking a position. What I basically like in here, we are trading into this entire 1-minute FEG, having some reaction so far off from it. We even could be taking an aggressive entry, but I'll be waiting this out rather. Okay, all I want is this candle to be more bearish, okay? Just trade onto the downside more. And then I'm going to be taking a trade based off it. Just a little bit more, man. Just a little bit. Okay, that's cool. That's already enough for me. Trade onto the upside again. This will be fire. Okay, let's take a trade. We are in shorts right now. Stop loss, let's just put it above the last 1-minute candle and TP all the way to the range low. And that's really all it takes. Like I've told it to you a lot of different times, guys. You never want to get scared of the price action. And most of the times you're not trading, but you're waiting for a setup. Now, let me quickly go in here and do all of our pre-market analysis, okay? So let me take a screenshot real quick. It's going to be that. We have today, this is going to be the 1 minute time frame. I mean, at this point, at this pace, when I'm done with the pre-market, we are already out of the trade movement candle on 1M. It's getting dangerous, guys. Shit's getting really dangerous. But don't get scared out, man. I'm so sure of the setup. I just know it's going to take profit. We just gotta shake this up a little bit so it's going to be tasty. What the fuck are you thinking about this, man? What the fuck did you think about when I said we just need to shake this up so it's going to be tasty? Like sometimes, I don't know, man. Like what happened to the youth? Which like, yeah, like I look like 16, I get it, but I'm a little bit older than that. Anyways, stop being on that BS and just trade lower, man. Like that's already too much work for me. It's not looking good, man. We're going to be staying into this. We're going to be having a dynamic stop loss as usual. Only if I see good reaction higher, then I'm going to close the position. But if it's going to be hovering around in here, then yes, I'm just going to stay. Okay, let's put the stop loss above this high. We are staying relaxed. It's just the usual, man. It's just a cigarette. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Da 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 da. I mean, the intro was this time pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I was talking about your deathbed. You know, but it's also not that far from your reality if you're going to be thinking about this, because you only have so much time left on this earth. Like, people don't understand how little time you actually have. You know, you don't even live to 100. If you're lucky, you live to 80. And if I'm being honest with you, like, as soon as you're like 70, what else is there to do? Like, there's not much else to do at 70. Like, you can barely even run. Okay, you can barely even walk. I mean, if you're like super healthy, then yes, you can still walk, but what grandma or grandpa is going to be running with 70? Not a lot, or at least not anyone that I know of. And so, yeah, not pursuing what you want in this life is the worst choice ever. Even worse than hitting a stop loss on this trade, man. You just need to lock the fuck in, man. I don't know, it felt like yesterday. It felt like yesterday I was a kid. All of a sudden, you know, you're an adult. All of a sudden, you're day trading. All of a sudden, all this kind of shit, man. We still want to stay into this position. If this is going to basically reject off this entire FEG that we are sitting at right now, and if we're going to be trading lower, then, you know, there's even going to be way more potential holding this lower, and not only to the 50-minute range basically that is in here, because from that point on, you're basically rejecting, you're showing, or the market is showing to you in that sense, well, there's a lot more reasons than just the 50-minute range to go lower. But if we're going to be trading higher, well, then probably that's a stop loss. But I don't think so. It looks pretty good, man. It's rejecting off of that 1 minute FEG. Let's tank lower, man. Let's go to the bottom of the ocean. This is the real test of the market. Are you going to be able to withstand these kinds of price action move? When the market is going clearly against you, and you're still going to be keeping an eye on taking the right approach. This is definitely on some choppiness right now. I would have liked to see, just after we have traded into that 1 minute FEG, just tank all the way lower. But I guess we're retesting this entire FEG, which we're sitting at right now again. And hopefully we could trade onto the downside now, as this is getting too much. Man, it's been hell of a ride. But as long as I don't see a reason to put a stop at break even, I'm not going to be doing it. You know that I am a fan of putting the stop loss at break even, but not in here. Да, все нормально, там базара нет, знаешь так. Это самое смешное. В последней в неделе. А потом вообще мясо. Там через среды, там воскресенье. Там уже Федя, мы уже вообще мясо будем. И опять среда просрали. Ну ничего. Ну, на следующей неделе, значит. Okay, guys, like I'm done. I'm done with all of this, man. As usual, let's go into the post trade. I've told you that we could held it longer. Like we could have got more out of that. But the reason I'm not going to do that is very simple. Because we have a lot of consolidation and I don't like having that much consolidation. So I'm going to put into the pre-market a lot of consolidation. Let's do it into the trade regardless. There we go. Now we go to all of our nodes and then you can have a whole summary of everything that you have basically typed in. Let's go into log trade. Let's take a screenshot of that beauty. There we go. Screenshot in here. Let's get the entry price. Let's get the stop loss. Let's get the take profit. Everything, man. Everything. We entered with 2 micros. We have taken a short. I would say nothing went wrong, so we don't feel any of that. This was New York. This was 1 minute, 50 minute, full hour this time. And yeah, pretty much everything is already aligned. Let's type in the time. So we've taken it at 9:57. So there we go, 9:57. And we have gotten out at 10:33. 10:33. There we go. I'm gonna put into the notes a bit more consolidating than expected. There we go. Log and trade. That's how we're doing it. Let's go to our dashboard and look at the results. We are currently having a 75% win rate. This is going to be our average RR, and we've made 2,000 so far. And guys, I almost forgot it. Trade based off data and not guesses.